The story, My Old Home, is written by Chinese writer Lu Xun. It is his autobiographical story where he expresses his memory from youth to middle. The story projects the conflict between recollections and realities. The narrator is quite far from his old home. He has been away from his old home for 20 years. During this gap, he is heartily connected with the childhood memories. He can't describe how much he loved it and how proud he is to grow up in the home. In 1911, he returns to his childhood home after traveling more than 600 miles. The major reason he is returning to his previous house is to say goodbye to his relatives and to shift his family to another location where he works. His old home has already been sold to another family. He wants to hand over his house before New Year's Day. At the dawn, when he arrives at his home, he is greeted by his mother and nephew Hunger. So many changes have been made but not in positive tracks, rather he finds his house in a ruined position. He informs his mother about a rented house in his working place where they are going to migrate. He wants to sell his old home's furniture to buy new furniture items for his rented house. The narrator meets Mrs. Yang, who used to spend practically the entire day in the bean curd shop. Everyone used to refer to her as Bean Curd Beauty. He comes to know that his old childhood friend Runtu will be visiting him at the home. He recalls his brief relationship with his childhood friend and a part-time labor boy, Runtu. Their friendship was lively, positive and brother-like. Runtu comes to visit the narrator with his fifth son Xu Sheng. In the last 30 years, Runtu has experienced a rough life due to heavy taxes, social responsibilities, famines, bandits and landed gentry. These factors have influenced Runtu's attitude towards the narrator. When Runtu meets the narrator, Runtu greets him saying, "Hello master." Though they are very good friends of childhood, Runtu behaves as if the narrator is his master and has a higher status than him. It makes the narrator feel bad. Both the narrator and his mother feel pity on Runtu and decide to help him. They ask Runtu to take the items of his need from the house. Runtu chose 2 long tables, 4 chairs, an incense burner and candlesticks, and 1 balance. He also asks for all the ashes from the stove. Lu hopes his children won't face the class difference in China. He expects his nephew and Runtu's son to have a friendship till the end. He hopes that both of them will not suffer from social responsibilities like Runtu. He starts thinking about human life, memories and relationships. He realizes the value of social responsibilities and blur relationships of humans. After 9 days, they leave their old home in the evening time. Both the narrator and his mother become so nostalgic.